It's Friday. I trust you've had an eventful week. My name is Denisia Pomaije, and I have the utmost pleasure of serving you the AM News. Now, Joy News is learning a petition seeking to remove Kisie Jebin as special prosecutor has been forwarded by President Akufo-Addo to the Chief Justice. The petition, dated April 30, 2024, was sent to the President by former Special Prosecutor Martin Amidu and conveyed to Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu on May 6, 2024. Okay, so we'll bring you more later on the show. Now, the cement manufacturers are on a warpath with the Trade Minister, K.T. Hammond, serving a strong notice. They will not comply with the ministry's directive to immediately reverse recent increase in cement prices. In a statement, the ministry said this directive is to check arbitrary increases in cement prices. But Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber of Cement Manufacturers, Dr. George Dawson Amwa, says the minister's directive lacks basis.
In the first place, it came as a surprise, as something that we never expected. Come to think of the relationship that we've built with the Ministry of Trade and Industry. I would say it on authority that the cement industry will be, I think, if not the only industry or one of the industries that have established a memorandum of understanding with the Ministry of Trade and Industry because of the sensitivity of the product, because of how economically the product is being, seen in the country. You're talking about cement, and he's talking about the use of cement, infrastructure, buildings, blah, 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 blah. They put it that way. So we established that relationship. And one of the key areas for this memorandum of understanding is to judge so that we really look into what goes into cement production in terms of cost. So that at least at any point in time, the cement prices will be stabilized. Among other things, just to ensure there's fairness in the competition. Now, there is actually tense competition because there are a lot of manufacturers. And again, the sensitivity of this product in terms of quality, we should ensure that the quality is always actually complied with. Because when you're producing substandard cement, you know the consequences, collapse of buildings. So, all these put together, we've really established a very good relationship with the Ministry of Trade and Industry. So on this, it comes as a shock because surprise that, these people have increased their price. The first approach, I really think the best approach that the minister should have done was to call us for a meeting.
So you're expecting more of a forum where they'll privately engage you, the manufacturers, than a fiat being issued?
Exactly, because the point is that we are talking about production here. We are talking about, manufacturing here. So it means the outcome. And we are talking about production cost. That leads to prices. And these manufacturers who are into that business, that professional business, considering all factors have come with a price. Definitely they have a basis. They have a justification. Then you say somewhere, just issue a directive that, just like reverse it. On what basis?
Are you going to comply with that directive of reversing the prices?
It can't work. Because the point is that with the directive doesn't come with any basis. Because the point is that the price increases came with basis. City depreciation. Cement production is hinged on importation, clinker, and other allied, equipment, spare parts, whatever. And the ministry knows it. About 75%, 80% of the raw materials, they are imported, dollar-based. And my brother, for 3 months, you're talking about, a cedi to dollar, 11 to 15. And you have an industry whereby it's solely, heavily dependent on importation.
And meanwhile, cement retailers have begun adjusting the price of cement on the markets. They spoke with Joy News' Esther Nkrumah.
The prices of cement has surged drastically, prompting the Minister for Trades and Industry to urge cement manufacturing organizations to reduce their prices. We've been to several shops here in Accra to interact with traders as to why the price of the cement keeps increasing. I spoke to a particular trader who said that he had to increase his price by 10 cedis just this morning. So the cement he used to sell for 82 cedis is now selling for 92 cedis. I spoke to another trader who says that she's been forced to increase the price to 105 cedis. They complain that customers do not come to buy their product like they used to. And some of them have attributed the increase in the price of cement to the decline in the value of the cedi. From Accra, Esther A.C. Nkrumah.
Now, environmental civil society organizations are suing government for allowing mining, both legal and illegal, and logging in several protected forests across the country. Illegal mining is currently devastating Ghana's forests, with the government struggling to contain the menace. The CSOs, including Arocha, EcoCare, as well as the Nature and Development Foundation, have already complied with provisions of the State Proceedings Act and served a notice on the Attorney General. Listen to Deputy National Director of Arocha speaking at a news conference on Thursday.
Serve notice on government to sue. We served notice on government to sue somewhere 19th of April. And as is required by law, if you want to take the government on a legal action, you need to give them 30-day notice. So we actually, I would say, a week away from the expiration of that 30-day notice. And if the government doesn't take steps to engage and also annul the contracts that they have so far indicated, we will then pursue a full action. And that is where we are going to file our full statements in court for the legal action to commence. At the moment, what we are doing in terms of serving notice is equally an important part of the process. So we've been expecting that the government will engage, but since we serve notice, there has not been any engagement. And so from next week, we know that we are eventually going to file our writ of summons for the legal action to officially commence.
The CSOs accuse government of illegally converting protected forests into logging areas and granting permits for same.
So I think we all know that for some time now, Ghana is going through a phase where we've seen the government of Ghana taking active steps to convert our forest reserves either as mining concessions or as logging concessions. And this particular action by government is also affecting critical protected forest reserves in this country. And some of them are actually considered globally significant biodiversity areas, not only for biodiversity, but also for ecosystem services. Now, we've seen that the government or the Ministry of Lands has issued some administrative instructions to the Forestry Commission to convert some of these protected forest reserves into logging areas under some timber utilization contract, which we think is very illegal. And as a result, we wrote to the Ministry of Lands asking them to forfeit this action and take steps to rather restore and rehabilitate some of these forest reserves. But we are not seeing that happen. Our notice to pursue a legal action was served on Attorney General. Because the Ministry of Lands is a direct agency of the state, we serve notice to the Attorney General, and we believe that by now the Ministry of Land has heard about it. I mean, in our notice to them, we actually requested for an opportunity to discuss the issues and even find a way to settle the issue without going to court. But we realized that there has not been any interest to engage on the process, so we believe that it is time that we push the issue further.
And away from illegal mining, Information Minister Designate Fatimatu Abubakar says government has advocated stiffer punishment against persons who attack journalists in their line of duty. Speaking at the 3rd African Media Convention in Accra, Fatimatu Abubakar added her ministry is in talks with the judiciary to ensure such punishments deter people from attacking journalists. The minister-designate also added that government's introduction of the GhanaToday.gov.gh as a way of fighting misinformation has yielded results. Kenneth Jesse has more in the following report.
With Ghana moving 12 places up the World Press Freedom Index to 50th position, President of the Ghana Journalists Association, Albert Jumfor, who is the co-chair of the local organizing committee of the 3rd African Convention, said the country's improved performance on the Press Freedom Index is as a result of the collaborative efforts between media practitioners and government to address the press freedom concerns in the country.
I am happy to inform this gathering that Ghana's World Press Freedom Index improved from the 62nd position last year to 50th this year. This achievement is due to a number of factors, including strong collaboration among media partners and the government to address press freedom concerns.
Information Minister Designate Fatima Abubakar highlighted efforts being undertaken by government, some of which include a media capacity enhancement program, which involved 140 journalists with plans to extend it across the country, and the establishment of the ghana.today.gov.gh website, where all government information are posted in an attempt to curb misinformation about government and other state agencies.
The Ministry of Information has been actively engaging with the Judicial Service. We have advocated for severe punishments by the judiciary for those who attack journalists and media houses. We must hold those who attempt to silence the press accountable for their actions. The government of Ghana also launched the ghana.today.gov.gh website, a pioneering initiative in our ongoing battle for truth and clarity. A dedicated team at the Information Services Department, ISD, manages this website, which serves as a fortress against misinformation and a repository of accurate information directed from the ministries, departments, and agencies.
Chief of Staff Fremo Seopare, who represents the President, charged journalists to intensify their reports on climate change due to the catastrophic dangers it poses to the world, with Africans being the biggest victims.
Research has estimated that the impact of climate change on the African continent will be worse than slavery and colonialism, and thus behoves on the African media to accept its role in combating climate change and its attendant environmental crisis. Everyone deserves to live in a healthy environment. Therefore, environmental awareness is key to ensuring that people understand how their actions affect the environment. The media has a responsibility to keep everyone informed about the adverse effects of human activities and ultimately the protection of our environment.
The Third African Media Convention is under the theme Enhancing Freedom, Innovation and Environmental Sustainability in the Dynamic Media Space.
And we end the news in the Upper West region, where authorities and students of the St. Francis Xavier Minor Seminary in the Wa municipality of the Western region are heaving a sigh of relief following a donation of a mechanized borehole, renovation of the school's basketball courts, and 3 sets of new jerseys to the school. The donation was done by the 1998 year group as part of the Silver Jubilee celebration to ameliorate the suffering of students searching for water and also to support irrigation and fish farming projects initiated by the school. Join News' Upper West regional correspondent Rafiq Salam reports from Wa.
One of the challenges faced by authorities and students of the St. Francis Xavier Minor Seminary in the Wa municipality of the Upper West region is inadequate water for curricular and extracurricular activities. The maze of students have outnumbered the water sources at the minor seminary and therefore impedes academic work at the school. All will, however, be a thing of the past thanks to the 1998 year group of the school who are concerned about the plight of the students and donated a mechanized borehole to ameliorate the struggles of the students. It is also to support irrigation and fish farming projects introduced by the school. As part of the 25th anniversary celebration of the 1998 year group, they handed over the mechanized borehole, renovated the basketball court and presented 3 new sets of jerseys to the school team, valued over 94,000 Ghana cedis. Representative of the 1998 Xavier Year Group, Reverend Father Paul Kala, emphasized the importance of providing clean water and explained the reason behind renovating the basketball court.
When we're thinking about our 25th anniversary, we thought, well, Xavier doesn't have a whole lot of boreholes. Even if Xavier has it, we can still give one more. That will help to kind of the irrigation project and the fish ponds that project that they have started, so that they can have more to feed themselves and then to be self-reliant. So we thought giving them a borehole will give them good water to drink and help with their projects, so that, you know, the things are hard. So once you have water, you can do things on your own. It is a very good thing.
He urged the students to let their light shine even after leaving the school.
Let that light shine wherever you go. Let people see that, yes, you truly are a Xavier old boy. There are so many of us all across the country, all across the whole world. Wherever you go, you will find an old boy there.
Another representative, Augustine Tugbokok, urged the students not to forget their roots upon completion of their studies. Rector of St. Francis Xavier Minor Seminary, Reverend Father Martin Nadiri Batadiri, stressed the importance of prioritizing societal benefits of individual wealth accumulation.
At this era, that people are inward looking, people are interested in amassing wealth. They are ready to part with what they have earned through their hard work and discipline. That it will be a communication to all of us gathered here, students, teachers, parents, and media personnel, that we all should be outward looking. Our students used to walk long distances looking for water. Now water is made available to them at their doorsteps, at the dormitories, classroom side, dining hall side. We have water close by.
Senior Prefect of Xavier Minor Seminary, Colin Sole, expressed gratitude to the 1998 year group and highlighted the anticipated benefits of the donation.
Providing us with a basketball court and a borehole means a lot, such that we don't have to walk long distances, as our rector rightly said, to fetch water. And also, concerning the basketball court, it actually helps to boost our aerobic activities, makes us fit and everything. So we are very grateful for the facilities they put up for us.
Okay. Reporting for Dre News, Rafik Salam. Wow.
And that's it for AM News, but please do log on to myjoyonline.com for more news stories. Up next, we have the news review, and today we'll be joined by political scientist Dr. Amwakoba. My name is Denise Yapomaide. Have a wonderful Friday.